Good morning, it's Mikey Mike with a whole nother video for this morning. Today we're going to discuss being a man. What does being a man mean to you? I'll let you sit with that. Pause the video for a second and take five seconds to just think about what does it mean for you to be a man. This video is specifically for men. There's a good reason for it, because women don't know what it means to be a man. But for men have an understanding, but a lot of them are a little bit lost in what it really takes to be one. And I'm gonna help guide you to figure out what it takes to be a man. And the answer is actually gonna surprise you. Really, it is. It took me a little bit to figure this one out. So, being in your masculine frame is definitely a piece of it, right? And there is a general definition for what is considered masculine. But there are a few other pieces of being a man that truly make you, the ideal male. So the first one is going to be being a role model. That's a big deal. Men are role models. Women can be role models too, but being a role model is a super masculine thing. What does it mean to be a role model? It means doing the right thing, even when people aren't looking. It means not taking the easy way out just because you're in your emotions. It means not letting your emotions guide your decision making unless absolutely necessary. Being a role model means being conscious of everything that you do to make certain that if somebody else were to see it happen, they can say, that's the action that I would have wanted to take. So always taking that step back to think, is this really the right move? It's important to be a role model because in this world, in our society, there are few and far in between, or they are few and far in between. Role models are missing in our society. Our civilization has gotten away from doing the right thing. It's gotten strictly to self-gratification. So, to be a man means to do the right thing all the time and to maintain that integrity, to make certain that you're a role model to those before you, to teach you what it takes to be a real man. Secondly, how would you put this? Support or supporting, right? We men are the pillars of society. It is up to us to hold it up, truly, right? Now understand this, women nurture, and it's not to say that men can't nurture, right? But men support, men uplift. Whenever you're a guy and you're tearing others down, you're not being a man. That's not a very masculine thing to do, right? In the words of other people who make videos, it's a super beta action, and it is, all right? And it's not beta in the sense of it's for picking up a woman or anything like that. It's just beta in the sense that you're so insecure with yourself that you gotta tear others down. No, we hold up society, us men. Without us, society would be no more. We're behind infrastructure, we're behind all the creative thought processes to build up, like if you think back in society, men play an integral role of all the building and the support. But it goes not just for infrastructure in society, but mentally as well, because you always hear the saying when women say, you're my rock. That's part of being a man. For the kids, for the woman, it's the pillar of stability, right? It's being the pillar of stability that is super important towards becoming a man. Now, this last piece I'm going to add, this is the part that I said is going to surprise you, what it takes to be a man. It's being yourself. I can't stress it enough. It's being yourself. And this one I'm going to get a lot of flack from other guys. But it doesn't matter what you think or how you feel about certain things. If you feel, like you want to be a more feminine dude, so be it. Guess what? In doing so, you're being masculine in the sense that you're choosing to do what you want. And honestly, though it's not my cup of tea, mad respect to you for doing stuff like that. Just be yourself. however you feel internally, that's what creates a real man. There are a lot of men out there that'll say, oh, you can't change a tire, you're not a real man. You can't do this, you're not a real man. That's not true, you know. You don't have to be a boxer or, you know, a strong man to be a real man. If you're doing those things because you want to be in the image of what people perceive as a real man, you've already lost. That's not real. You know, don't listen to anything that women say make you a real man. And don't listen to anything men say make you a real man, because the only person who determines what a real man is yourself. Have that backbone. Have that presence of mind to say, you can't tell me what determines or makes me a man. I am a man. That's the most masculine thing you can do, is be true to yourself. So, for any of you guys who are lost out there, and I know I once was, just be honest with yourself. Do I let others dictate how I live my life? Do I care about how others perceive me? That's where the issues lie. Your self-image should always be most important to yourself. That's why it's called self-image. Don't matter what others think. Others could think I look like a one-legged chicken. What does it matter to them? As long as I feel good in my own frame, that's okay. Of course, I encourage self-improvement. You know, I work out. I do things to stay physically fit. I do box, right? Or I practice boxing training. But that's besides the point. That's because that's for me. That's what it takes for me to feel good about myself, not to impress others. Don't really care what others think. I want to be healthy. I want to be physically fit. I want to be capable of defending myself. If you want to sit down and read books or watch anime or whatever it may be, don't think that makes you less of a man. You know, be confident in yourself and be true to yourself. That's the most masculine thing on earth.